So about writing, actually, writing did not take a lot of time in this film majorly because this
Hmm.
idea was with me for entire my college time, right? So the
Hmm.
seed was pretty, was pretty well drafted and things in my head. So I started writing it, and I was constantly sharing the idea with Sanjay, who is the lead actor also, and Kunj, who is
Hmm.
who is one of the producers. So we were in a planning to make something in a small timeline. And then accidentally, Mukesh Habda sir actually called me to assist one of his Bolti Khidkiya festival in which they were talking about films. So from that, I actually pitched this idea for a short film to Nawaz sir and Mukesh sir and Poonam ma'am. So they really loved it, and we had an amazing narration for 2 hours. And after the narration got over, the one reaction was from Poonam ma'am that a short film narration cannot go for two hours, Rahul. It's definitely not a short film. You are underestimating the idea of it, because a short film
Hmm.
for 2 hour narration is too long. You should try it for a feature. So that
Hmm.
was kind of a pump from her. It was completely on my gut. Yeah, we actually very less time we had a review a shot.
Hmm.
The only shot we had to review was the main walk in the film. The two
Hmm.
major walks that happens. That's the middle and that's the end, right? So
Hmm.
those two walks actually had a very funny story. We actually felt had a lot of technical glitches while shooting
Hmm.
that, because that's in real time that was a 7 minute walk,
Hmm.
and having a 7 minute walk with everything choreographed in a similar way was pretty
Hmm.
tricky. And one very bad thing happened with us. Our stabilizer also broke at that particular scene only, where we needed the stabilizer the most.
Hmm.
So that scene actually we shot 3 times, because once the stabilizer broke. Second time the camera recorded, but the footage was incomplete. That probably was the a little fun from the nature. Second time we shot the entire scene, and I was so happy. I was like, let's move to the second shot. And then Harinder, who was shooting, he said, Baba, we don't even have the shot. It just had some error in the camera. And I was like, we don't have the day anymore. It was night, 2:30 or 3 at the night. The whole that house, actually 4 5 families live. They all did not sleep the entire night because we were shooting that walk. And then I was like, we have to shoot it again. So next day we have to wrap up the entire shoot earlier than expected, so that we can shoot the walk again, because the first day was a little cheat from the nature. So sound has always been a struggle for any independent film. Not with Ashok Vatika, I believe. We all know how to use a camera, but we all lack in the process that how the sound helps. That all comes with the learning. So yeah, it actually was a big struggle. The one of the funniest incident happened that we had all the sound equipment at place, because I was like, I shot my short film and I know the problems, bro. Let's have all the sound equipment at place, and we were shooting our first scene in the morning, 3 a.m. We had all the equipment, we did not have the batteries. So to balance that scene, I had to change the frontal to the back. If you see one of the scenes जहाँ गली में से दयालु और ईशान pass करते हैं, that was supposed to be a
Hmm.
frontal shot, but because we did not have the what you call the batteries at the right point of time, I had to change the scene into a back, a back follow. So yeah, that happened. And then after that, a lot of problem happened in terms of sound, because only the person who was handling the camera, he was only handling the sound, and 90% film was shot by me, and then some were him. So sound was constantly an issue for us. So that's the reason, but it did not hamper the film a lot, because 70% film is actually silent, right? Whereas the sound did not, the on location sound did not had much thing to play. But rest 30 we actually struggled a lot. Later on, some very, I think, one or two scene we actually had to dub also later on, because of the issues on live location.
The next day when I went there, luckily that like this audition wasn't taken care by Sanjay. But luckily that the two auditions that he took, I was one of them.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
I just remember the look. Like I was wearing, I am very like I really love traditional wears. Okay, so I was wearing this
Hmm.
big pile which really made a lot of noise. So I entered and I saw Sanjay looking up,
Hmm.
and I just remember that look, and I was like, okay,
Hmm.
yeah, because everyone was so not traditional there.
Hmm.
And after the audition got over and everything, I just wanted to get out of there. Okay, the audition got over, I was running out, and Sanjay came behind me. and he's like, "Hi, so we're doing this movie, and we really would like to audition you. Do you want to be a part of it?" And I'm like, "No." My first reaction was no, because honestly, I'm a dancer. I'm not an actor.
Hmm.
So I was like, no. So he's like, so then he was like, at least talk to us. It is about Sita's life. Okay, I am very big when it comes to mythology. I read a lot. Like right now, also I'm reading this, and actually, I got this out because the moment he said that it's a metaphor, it has metaphorical relation with this character Sita from Ramayana. That moment I was reading this book, and I had started this book that same morning.
Hmm.
And I know generally auditions take a lot of time, so I was like, maybe over there I'll be reading. I that moment I just saw it like this, it was for me, it was like it just came to me. And Sanjay looked at it, and we were silent for like 2 minutes. We did not say anything. And then I just knew that it was meant to be. Like, I just knew it was meant to happen. It came to me rather than me going to it. It was very hectic. It was very hectic. Also, the way it hit me, I don't think anything that I've done till now would have hit me so badly. Like, to an extent, after coming back, I was a little disoriented. I would, I'll not say I was depressed, but there was something of that place that I got back, and we met a lot of widows, and there are a lot of incidents, especially when I used to walk around in white sari, the way people looked at me, and the place used to be so crowded that one of these people at these this crew, I don't think I would have gotten a better crew than this, like Kunj, Paras, Deepak Dada, Rahul, Akash. I don't think anybody could have been so supportive of everything, because I was the only girl majorly. Shivani was there, but she came for 2 days. So they were so protective and supportive about me. I remember we used to walk through the crowded roads, and they would hold me, they would make sure that nobody reacts in a weird way, or they would just hold my hand and make sure that I don't get lost, and so nobody touches and behaves weird. But all throughout, first day I did not realize why people are looking at me like that. But the second day onwards, I started realizing I'm wearing a white sari. I'm dressed as a widow, and I'm holding a guy's hand and walking around. People didn't like it. And that started affecting me. I think the way people started, and there have been incidents where, when I have gone out and been alone in that sari, people have looked at me in a very weird way. And it really started creeping me out, not only because people were judging me about it, but they didn't care. Like, they would judge you from head to toe, but they would not care about you. There's a lot of difference between judging and caring. And for some reason, I don't know how, but I started feeling that I never had to play Sanvi. Sanvi was always in me. I just, that's why I could probably pull out this role. Otherwise, I don't think I could act this out ever in my life. If I had to ever act this out, I don't think I could have ever acted this out. So, I think that got engraved in my heart so much that even when I got back, I was very irritated, disoriented. I remember crying about everything and anything. I remember having a conversation with a friend about Maggie, and I started crying. And my friend's like, "What is wrong with you? Are you crying over Maggie?" I said, "No, I'm just not feeling all right." So, yeah. So, the way they treated widows, I probably got 1% of the treatment of that. And I felt so bad. And I knew that whatever these widows go through is not right. And I just felt that that character was somewhere engraved in me. I did not have to play it.
Yeah, just like, please watch it. The little thing about these films remains that it should not remain a film for the friends, which will be which will be saddening. Although it's a starting of the journey. I'll make more films in the future, but whatever great reviews I got, that's very overwhelming. I think my father, actually, I always believe if my mother Actually, not because of, and my mother is very critical. She did not like Tramp, and she was like, "What is this? ये क्या बनाया है? इसमें कुछ समझ ही में नहीं आ रहा," and stuff. But when she saw Ashok Vatika, she was pretty, she had tears in her eyes and things like that. And later on, amazing response came from all around people. Varun Grover liked it, and a lot of he liked the trailer, he liked the music. So it's like we all have to support each other. It's a small film, it will become bigger if we all will watch it.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this video, and if you like what we do, follow us on our socials and check out our other uploads.